Okay, so I get asked a bunch what inspires me to make my Unknown Firewall series. I get asked mostly by my friends who watch it and are confused. I'm still getting better at making the story, honestly. When I get a little bit further, I'm probably going to rewrite the whole thing. But I'm trying right now to just get good at making the story intact. I have what I basically want for the series, which of course I'm not going to say here because I would ruin the whole point of watching the series. But I have the main points let out. Me and my friend Wyatt, who helps me make it. We have the characters we're gonna add later on. Heck, we don't have planned what we're gonna do for each video, but we have the main idea for this saga, the next saga, and part of the saga after that. Well, we don't have the videos planned out, the sets made, but we have the main idea. And the problem is, we're gonna have to go on a little break because Wyatt can't play Minecraft right now, so he can't help me. Though I might be able to get another person to maybe help me. But if I can, then I will probably do it. Also, if you watched that one where a crew shows up, which is the god of time in this universe, um, you saw he was voiced by Wyatt. I figured out how to voice people by Wyatt. Um, Wyatt is Bootman, by the way, if you didn't know this. And the big thing is, I don't have a lot of people who can voice the videos, but I voice the three of the four people who have talked yet. I voice, well, four actually, because Jay, who is the main character, he is based off of. Okay, this whole series is based off of some Nations lore. Nations is the Minecraft server I'm on. We've had a ton of lore over the past 4 years, not to mention the 4 years before that we played on a server called Earth for 10 seasons. Seasons didn't last long because bad things. But as I was saying, we have the main people doing this are me and Wyatt, and we are the three voices. I can change a voice 3 different ways to make it sound different, so it's 6 voices. Not to mention, Take has the same voice as Jay because Take is just a different version of Jay. After Jay got trapped in something, you'll find later out what happened to him. But Take showed up, and now Take is a flawed character. He works for Andrew, which is the big bad right now. And he's kind of this character who really wants to believe in Andrew, but for some reason he doesn't. I'm not going to explain the character right now. I will make a thing explaining the characters later on a video if this video gets a few views even, just because someone cares. But as a way, I've been off topic for 3 minutes now. Going to what inspires me, I would have to say there are 3 big inspirers. Let's go with the first major inspirer, which is Epic, which I made a video about telling how Epic was a big inspiration. Epic, I really like Epic, but just because of how the characters connect. You know, you have Polites, who is on this side of the spectrum. He is super kind, super loving, super just greet the world with open arms. It's literally a saying. On the other spectrum, you have Poseidon, who wants everyone to die because that's how he thinks he's gonna survive and thrive. And it's really interesting how every character has to fall somewhere between the spectrum, and characters don't stay the same the whole series. For example, one big thing I did is Jay. Jay was completely against Andrew and stuff like that. Well, Jay, he wouldn't changed onto Andrew's team. So then comes Take, which took over Jay. Take is in the same body as Jay. He's just a different personality, different mind. They don't have any similarities except the body. While you have people like Ronnie, who started off good, and Ronnie's backstory will be explained later. Ronnie started off good. He got turned to evil after dying to Andrew and becoming his minion. You saw that zombified like skeleton thing in the Hello Friends. That was Andrew's new form. Or not Andrew. That was Ronnie's new form. Ronnie got killed during his great war when Andrew was the god of bloodshed. Just came down and killed him because he made Andrew mad. He burned Andrew's statues because he didn't believe in the god of bloodshed. Tough luck, I guess. I don't know. But as I was saying, he did that, and that led to a lot of tension. So he felt hopeless. I mean, he had no hope whatsoever. So he just worked for Andrew for hundreds of years until he finally said that's enough and decided to switch sides. But the problem is, the other side didn't believe him because, you've been fighting this guy for years. He's on Andrew's team. Why would you expect anything different? That's the big problem that has led to a bunch of other problems in this series. And it really comes down to Ronnie. We don't know if Ronnie's dead. Ronnie's probably dead. It's hard to explain without giving away too much. So I might make an explanation video later. And by the way, Unknown Files, even if it doesn't get a lot of views, it's more of a passion project. So I don't really care if it's getting 5 views an episode. I like making it. It's fun to make, my friends like it. So that's all that really matters to me. I don't really care about being super famous on YouTube. That's why I've kind of quit YouTube. Yeah, I should probably make a different video on that. I'm getting way off topic here. Anyways, my big inspiration for the next saga is going to be heavily inspired by Epic. At least the first part of Epic, the first saga of Epic. And it's heavily inspired by Greece. Like, some of our gods are imported from Greek mythology. Like, we have Aphrodite's. Okay, we have a guy named Apollos, but this Apollos isn't the god of archery. It's the god of joy. We have Danny, think of Poseidon but in like Zeus's role. So like, Danny is the god of reality and he's the god of the ocean. Okay, that's just simply how to put it. And I think it's okay. I mean, our stories are better. I mean, we have Circe, which is in the Odyssey. I've read the Odyssey. It's a great book. Circe is the god of magic in our world. She's not just this princess, son of daughter of this random guy. But we have that. We also have something like the Cyclopses, called the Thing. And the Thing will be explained in the next saga. It'll be pretty early in the next saga. So my big inspiration for this next saga, or how the characters act to each other, is Epic. Another inspiration, which is what this series is based off of, is Nation's Lore. Now, Nation's Lore and this timeline are two different timelines. For example, a bunch of only Nations players really know Nation's Lore. It's not publicized. This is the closest we get to seeing Nation's Lore, and all the old stuff, mostly like the stuff way back in time, is in Nation's Lore. But a lot of the new stuff isn't. For example, in Nation's Lore, not only have we defeated Andrew a while ago, Danny just got defeated in Nations 2 days ago. And we've had so much happen in Nations that it's kind of crazy. Very heavy impact. I mean, Bootman. You saw Bootman in First Conflict. Him and his best friend Sam in First Conflict. But Sam was just played by me. We only have 2 players. So, I can log on to a second account on my PlayStation, but like, that's how you saw 3 people in I am. And I'm gonna make a video explaining every episode sooner than later. I don't know. I'm busy. I got a life. Yeah, but Nations, of course, is a big one. It's literally what the series is inspired by. And, I mean, I think it's good to have your inspirations. Can you blatantly copy your inspirations? No. But it's good. I've read the Odyssey. I haven't read the Iliad. I do want to read the Iliad, but I've read the Odyssey. And that's in Epic. It's not directly the Odyssey. I mean, there's so many things that happen in Epic that don't happen in the Odyssey. There's so many things that happen in the Odyssey that don't happen in the Epic. And that's okay. It's not, he's, Jay, the guy who's running it, I cannot say his name, not even gonna try, I don't feel like editing this video 50 million times. He is not writing a documentary about the Epic, okay? He's writing a musical. And musicals can be a little bit different. Historic movie style can be different than actual history, have flaws. For example, Hercules. It's not historic, it's Greek mythology. The movie Hercules, Disney, people loved it. It wasn't entirely accurate. But that's okay. Well, it wasn't supposed to teach. You can teach a little bit from that. You can learn a bit from that. But it wasn't meant to teach you mostly about it. So, yeah. I think if I had to go for a third thing that inspired me, it'd be Greek mythology. I'm really into Greek mythology. I'm a big history buff, and I really do like Greek mythology because they have this complex web of gods. And they always didn't agree on the same story, but there was some factors that were always the same. I mean, Zeus is the leader of the gods, at least in newer Greek mythology. Zeus is the leader of the gods. He is the god of lightning, and I think it's interesting that so many people came up with this and shaped this story through millenniums, and I think that's pretty cool. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't have a mic, but so Greek mythology is definitely a big one for me, and I really enjoyed reading Greek mythology. I mean, I've read many Greek mythology books. I've read some basic books on Greek mythology as a whole. I've read the Odyssey. I've read I forget what's book's name. I'll have to check it out later. But I've read some books on Greek mythology, and I've studied a lot on Greek mythology. Like I said, Unknown Files is based on Greek mythology, our gods, our way things work. Is based on Greek mythology a bunch, and I think it's alright. You know, who's gonna sue me? I don't see a leader of Greek mythology. Who's gonna sue me? You know. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Most people won't watch it. Probably no one's getting as far as I am now. But if you do, thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will see you guys next time. Goodbye. I bet you guys haven't heard me say that in a while.